Hi guys, welcome back to another GGF video review. Today we'll be checking out probably my favorite piece of hardware on the market at the moment. It is the TT eSPORTS Poseidon ZX by Thermaltake. Now this is a TKL keyboard, so you're probably wondering what that means. That means it's 10 keyless. So pretty much what they've done is they've removed from the right the whole numpad section, so you don't get that at all, which makes it a very small keyboard. So they have these for when you're in a small environment, you're on the go, or you just need a little gaming keyboard to throw in your bag where you don't need to use numpad at all. Some other reasons why I love this keyboard, not just that it's small, it's also the price. This keyboard retails for under $100. It is mechanical, it is fully backlit, and there's no other keyboard that can match that. There are other mechanical keyboards out, but most of them probably aren't backlit and have some of the other features that this keyboard has for around this price range. So in saying that, this isn't Cherry. Honestly, I'm just going to put it straight out there. I don't really know what the big fuss about Cherry is. I've got over 20 mechanical keyboards. Some of them are Cherry, some of them are non-Cherry, and honestly, I cannot tell the difference. They feel exactly the same. I've mainly been using the non-Cherry blues. I haven't had any issues with them. I've been using this now for a solid few weeks, and it is absolutely fine. I actually love this keyboard. I just throw it in my bag. It actually stays in my laptop bag because I hate using a laptop keyboard. So whenever I bring out my my laptop, I just bring this keyboard out as well. And it's so small and compact, it takes up no room at all. So some of the other main features, it is TTE certified switches, and it has a 5-year warranty. I'm not sure if that's on the switches or the keyboard, but if it is on the switches, that's pretty sweet. You're probably not going to have a keyboard for 5 years anyway, so that's really good. This won't appeal to everybody. Some people must have numpad, but for under $100, it's just worthwhile just grabbing this and just having a spare keyboard, like whether you want it for a media center, your gaming box. Now I've got the equivalent to the Cherry Blue, so these are the blue non-cherries. I feel exactly the same. I'll go through some tests later on, show you the noise level. This also has N-key rollover support, so once again, for under $100 you get an N-key rollover, so that's great for gaming. It's got 4 backlight settings, so of brightness. This is a blue backlight, we'll go into that later on. And it has your media keys as well. So we'll jump in now and we'll see, have a quick look what's inside, and I might just go through a game and you can see what it sounds like. So I pretty much covered everything of the specs on the box. It actually has one more item which I didn't mention. I don't even know if it says it on the box. You actually get some extra keycaps with it. So you get the WASD, the arrow keys, and the escape keys. So they're in a red, and they're slightly different texture to the black one. So we'll have a look at those as well. Another thing I'll be also checking out with this review is the extra keycaps which you can buy from TT eSPORTS. Now, just to mention, these don't come with the keyboard. I got sent these as well to check out. So I've got the WASD and the escape key. You can also get these in different variances like the numbers, and so on. Now these support all certified TT eSPORTS switches and all Cherry MX switches, so it'll support a ton of keyboards. So these are actual metal, full metal keycaps, so we'll have a look at those later on. And I am a sucker for anything with a bit of bling, so I'll deck this keyboard out with these on the WASD, and I'll stick the red ones on the arrow keys, and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so we'll just quickly jump in. Okay, so first little thing you get is the little box which comes with your additional keycaps, and you also get a keycap remover. That's that there. We'll have a look at those later on. And then pretty much the only other thing you get is the keyboard. So not a huge deal of packaging, not really any fancy packaging. Just one more thing you do get with all standard TT eSPORTS products, you get your standard warranty policy, which is good. And you also get just a quick guide on how to use the media keys and how to up and down the brightness, things like that. Okay, so the keyboard does come in this nice bubble wrap. That's always good to see. And that's the keyboard there. So we'll just undo the tie wrap there. So probably notice there's no sleeving. Personally, it is nice, but for a keyboard under this price, it's probably not needed. It's not going to affect the keyboard in any way. It's just sometimes nice to have braiding, but to me, I honestly wouldn't really care if I was paying this much for a keyboard. All right, moving on to the additional metal keycaps. These just come in a bit of foam like so, just to stop them from getting knocked around. And inside we just have another warranty policy as well. Alright, so you also get a keycap remover on here as well, and then these are the little caps themselves. The only thing with these ones, you need to note that the backlight of the keyboard won't come through. With these ones are all solid, so you won't see the backlight coming through on these ones, and you can definitely hear that they are definitely metal keycaps. So moving on to the layout of this keyboard, it is actually a pretty standard layout. You can see it doesn't come with the palm rest, and of course, as I mentioned before, you don't get the numpad on the right, so there is no numpad or numlock key. So the caps lock light simply lights up when you actually push the key down for caps lock. I quite like that idea rather than taking up room for a caps lock LED. You've also got the Windows lock key, which is here, and that does the exact same effect. When it lights up, it's on. Now, moving along the top, we have your previous track, your play, pause, next track, and stop. So these are all actioned when you hold the FN key down below. You've also got a volume mute button, a volume down, and a volume up. So it's handy that they have that as well. And then we have your brightness down and brightness up. So that's simply done by just holding the FN key and just pressing that down, so that's off, and then you got up 1, up 2, up 3, and up 4. So it's really nice how they have the 2 buttons like that. A lot of keyboards just give you the cycle, and when it's a cycle with a 1 button, you don't actually know where you're at on the stages. With this one, I know I just go all the way down, it's at the bottom, I go all the way up the top, it's at the top, rather than just keep on going in a loop, which some keyboards do. I'll just jump in now and swap one of the keycaps over, and we'll show you how that's done. You might get a slight little flicker in the video on the backlighting. It's just to do with the frequency of the camera. It actually doesn't flicker in real life. I actually do really like the backlighting on these TT eSPORTS keyboards, and the laser cuts keycaps. It's actually really sharp and fine, and I kind of prefer those ones rather than keyboards with big bulky writing. So actually, as you can see, I just pulled that straight off with my thumb. I prefer to try and use my hands where I can. I think it just saves sort of, I don't know if eventually you may mark the switches, but if you look at the keycap remover, it kind of involves you to sort of push down on the sides and pull it up. Whereas I would prefer to just use my fingers where I can, just to try and protect the keycaps as much as possible. But if you're in the middle somewhere, you're just going to have to use the keycap remover. So you just go in and just pull it off like so. And now I'll put the metal one on, and that's it there. So it actually does have a really big difference in the sound and the feel. So I'll just move a little bit closer with the microphone, so you'll see what it feels like, or hears like. And now I'll just use do one of the stock keycaps. So it really gives it a loud thud. I've been using this with the silver ones on the WASD, and I really like this sort of the extra weight and force and the thud it makes. It just makes it feel really nice. All right, so we'll take this one off, and then we'll just put the so you can see that there's no backlight coming through on that one, and we'll just put the included red one you get with it, and you can see it gives it a nice sort of shine through. And this one sounds pretty much identical to the stock ones. Right, so I've set up the keyboard to how I've been using it for the last few weeks. So I've used the included TT eSPORTS red keycaps on the arrows, and moving over to the WASD and the escape, I'm using the additional metal caps which you can buy. So I've been using this for quite a while, and I really do like this layout. I'll just have a quick look on the back. Alright, so we've got some interesting routing holes, which is really nice. So what you can do is if you have your headset coming from the back, most keyboards just don't have any grooves, so your headset your headset lead just rocks, whereas this one gives you a nice routing groove, and you can actually sort of clip your headset under and it stays in, and then you can just pull it straight through and it can go straight to you, and you can do that with your mouse as well. So it is a really nice feature that they've added 2 of those grooves there. And then for the feet, They're just a single level, either flat or up, and they have nice nice rubber on them, and they've also got included rubber on the front as well, so it's not really going to move anywhere at all. Alright, so what I've done is I've just added the microphone on the, you can just see it on the front. I just clipped it onto the keyboard lead. We'll just go through and you'll be able to tell the different sounds from the metal keycaps and what these non-cherry blue switches actually sound like. So I'll just go through and I'll do a little bit of gaming now. So you can really see, or you can really tell, the completely different sort of the thud that the metal keycaps actually produce. I actually really like that sound. And then if I do the space, which comes with the standard stock, you can definitely feel the difference there. So to me, these feel very much the same as cherry blue to me, and I've been using a lot of mechanical keyboards in the last 1 to 2 years. And I guess if you're going to be saving somewhere up to $50–60 to go from cherry or non-cherry, I'd really recommend start trying some of these keyboards that aren't using the cherry switches, and you'll save yourself a bit of money. Alrighty guys, there you have it. I'm really impressed with this keyboard. There's literally nothing I can say bad about it. The only thing would be the braided cable, but because it's such a cheap keyboard, it's probably not really a downside, because it's not really going to affect the performance. Even the plug is gold plated, so that's probably more important. Just some of the well laid out features with the cable grooves, the way it's designed. It's a really sturdy keyboard. It doesn't flex. In saying that, it's not going to be for everyone. A lot of people do like the full size keyboards. If you're after the full size, you can get the Poseidon Z. I think it's only like $10–15 more, and you do get the included numpad, but you don't get the additional keycaps. And I really do like it how it comes with the additional keycaps as well. And another thing with the extra keycaps you can purchase, I like it how they've gone with the method of having these separate. Now I believe these 5 cost about $25, so some people might think that's a bit expensive, but it's good they haven't included these in the keyboard and put the keyboard up to say $130 and forcing people to use these. It's good that they've given you the option to buy these. You can even buy a heap more different sets of these, so it's good that they give you the freedom to either purchase these or not. I myself really do like the feel of the metal ones, but I'm sure not everyone is going to like them like me. So that's pretty much it for this video. I want to say thanks to TT eSports for sending me out this keyboard to review, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next time.